Hello? Hello, check. Check. One, two, three. Okay. Hi, Namaskar. My name is Prathamesh and I'm a student of decision making. पिछले कई दिनों से एक सवाल परेशान कर रहा था. There was this question which was nagging me कि ये नसीब होता क्या है? What does fate really mean? What is destiny? बड़े बुजुर्ग कहते रहते हैं हमेशा कि हमारे नसीब में कुछ लिखा होता है, राइट? किसी के नसीब में लिखा होता है इंजीनियर बनना, किसी के नसीब में लिखा होता है डॉक्टर बनना, किसी के नसीब में लिखा होता है आर्किटेक्ट बनना, और कोई अगर खुश नसीब निकला तो उसके नसीब में लिखा होता है कि वो किसी देश का प्रधानमंत्री बन जाए. बट क्या सही में ऐसा कुछ होता है? डू यू थिंक दैट fate is something which is really there? Curiously, I've had some very interesting conversations. There's this friend of mine who studies astrology, and we share this very common interest for astrology, because there are a lot of people who base their decisions based on astrology. Uh, पत्रिका देख के, ग्रह तारों की दशा देख के, there is a lot of guidance which is shared in terms of what particular decisions a person should make or should not make. So this was just a very interesting, curious topic which I wanted to explore, and that's something which I wanted to share with you today. Uh, and my position right now, to be honest, is I don't believe there is something called as fate. I don't believe there's something called as fate in the traditional sense of our understanding of fate. Uh, in my view, fate is just an outcome which we could not predict, बिकॉज हम हमारे डिसीजंस लेते कैसे और क्यों लेते हैं, इसको हम लोग बहुत कॉन्शियसली हमेशा सोचते नहीं है. प्लस देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ डिसीजंस विच आर फोर्स्ड ऑन अस. बट आई विल एक्सप्लेन एंड आई विल एक्सप्लोर द सेम टॉपिक in this discussion today. So welcome and thank you so much for joining. So there are three things which I wanted to talk about when we try and dissect fate. ये fate बनता कैसे है उसको देखने के लिए. Uh, these three essential tools will help us decode what fate really is. The first is a very interesting concept called decision tree. Uh, हम एक डिसीजन लेते हैं, उसके बाद उसके कुछ आउटकम्स आते हैं, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दोज आउटकम्स वी आर मेकिंग सम नेक्स्ट डिसीजंस, एंड वी आर मेकिंग नेक्स्ट डिसीजंस, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. The second point is that जो भी outcomes है, these are not stationary and these are not confirmed outcomes, right? These are not, we cannot, neither of us can give 100% guarantee on a particular outcome. Real life is always about probabilistic outcomes, and something called as tree of life. And basically the argument is these three topics will help us understand what fate really is and how to get control of our destiny. So let's jump in. The first topic is decision tree. I think I should switch this. Hmm, this is better. So the first topic is decision tree. हम लोग डिसीजन कोई लेते हैं तो उसके पीछे कोई लॉजिक हम लोग लगाते हैं, कोई इमोशन हम लोग लगाते हैं. We think of a few parameters, and then we make certain decisions. And when we are making those decisions, there are certain outcomes which we are also predicting, right? जैसे ये फॉर एग्जांपल एक डिसीजन ट्री का एग्जांपल है, बहुत सिंपल सा. आपके घर में अगर आप नहाने चले गए हो, मान लो संडे है, एंड यू गॉन फॉर अ बाथ, एंड यू आर आउट ऑफ शैम्पू, राइट? आपने रात में मस्त तेल लगाया बालों पे. वो मेरे लिए केस होता नहीं है अभी, जनरली बाल उड़ गए तो. बट आपने बालों में मस्त तेल लगाया हुआ है एंड यू आर आउट ऑफ शैम्पू. So the simple decision that you have to make is, do you go to the market or do you not go to the market, right? अगर शैम्पू है ही नहीं आपके पास तो आप जाओगे नहीं. अगर शैम्पू है और बारिश हो रही है तो आप नहीं जाओगे, शायद आप डंजो करवा लोगे. और अगर शैम्पू है और बारिश हो रही है, डंजो भी नहीं करवाना है, तो शायद आप ऐसे ही साबुन लगा के काम चला भी लोगे, राइट? सो देर आर मल्टीपल आउटकम्स फॉर दैट वन डिसीजन दैट यू हैव टू मेक, वेदर यू have shampoo or not, and whether you should buy a shampoo or not. And there are multiple outcomes associated with that one particular decision. द इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग्स बिकम्स, अभी ये तो बहुत सिंपल सा एग्जांपल है, बट एक थोड़ा सा और रियलिस्टिक एग्जांपल लेते हैं, जिससे ये डिसीजन ट्री अलग अलग कैसे चलते हैं उस वो हम लोग को समझ में आ जाएगा बहुत आसानी से. Let's take an example that 5 people are offered to join Amazon as an employee. मान के चलो ये पांचों लोग सेम कॉलेज से है. मान के चलो ये सारे पांचों के पांचों लोग IIT दिल्ली के इंजीनियर्स है, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स है, कंप्यूटर साइंस के बैकग्राउंड से है. एवरीबडी इज अ 6 pointer और अ 7 pointer, and all of them are offered. Amazon has come for a campus placement, and Amazon has offered all the 5 of them the same job with the same package, same designation, everything is the same, right? So essentially, all of them are in the same condition, and they are to make one decision whether to join Amazon or not, right? The first person says no, आई विल नॉट जॉइन, मैं अमेजोन ज्वाइन नहीं करूंगा, मेरे को जॉब वॉब नहीं करना है. बट यार ये अमेजोन का बिजनेस मॉडल बहुत तगड़ा है. एक काम करते हैं, अमेजोन तो जॉब नहीं करते, लेकिन मैं एक नया कंपनी खोलता हूँ, नया स्टार्टअप शुरू करता हूँ जो सेम अमेजोन की तरह काम करता है, राइट? दैट्स व्हाट द फर्स्ट पर्सन मेक्स अ डिसीजन. बट द सेकेंड पर्सन सेज, एक काम करते हैं यार, ये थोड़ा सा है ना, अमेजोन कंपनी तो बहुत मस्त लग रहा है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बिजनेस मॉडल है, ऐसा कोई कंपनी इंडिया में है भी नहीं. एक काम करते हैं, लेट्स ज्वाइन अमेजोन एज एन एम्प्लॉय राइट नाउ. थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा टाइम काम कर लेते हैं, समझ लेते हैं पूरा अंदर से कि अमेजोन का पूरा बिजनेस मॉडल क्या है, वो कहाँ से पैसा कमाता है, कहाँ कहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में कैसे कैसे डेवलप किया है, कैसे सिस्टम आर्किटेक्चर डेवलप किया है. लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड द एंटायर सिस्टम ऑफ अमेजोन, एंड देन लेट्स प्रिपेयर अ बिजनेस प्लान टू कॉम्पीट अमेजोन इन इंडिया, क्योंकि अमेजोन का इंडिया में बहुत कम अभी दिख रहा है पेनिट्रेशन. सो मे बी आई कैन स्टार्ट अ कंपनी, आई कैन लर्न फ्रॉम अमेजोन हाउ दे वर्क, एंड आई कैन बिल्ड अ better business model, right? And once he is comfortable, he quits the job and he starts a new company, which is a complete competition to Amazon. तीसरा बंदा क्या करता है? तीसरे बंदे को बिजनेस में कोई इंटरेस्ट है नहीं, लेकिन वो है उतना ही एंटू पेंटर, राइट? उसने भी अमेजोन ज्वाइन किया, उसने भी एक्स्ट्रा टाइम काम किया, उसने भी पूरा अंदर से एकदम समझ लिया, पूरा जान लिया कि अमेजोन काम कैसे करता है. बट ही यूजेस दैट नॉलेज टू गेट इंटरनल प्रमोशंस इन अमेजोन. इतना कि वो एक दिन सीईओ बन गया, एक सीटीओ बन गया अमेजोन का, राइट? ही यूजेस द इंफॉर्मेशन to become a CTO and a CXO, and not to start a rival company. एक और चौथा आदमी है जिसने भी ये इंटरनल इंफॉर्मेशन यूज करके उसने बहुत सारे प्रमोशंस तो ले लिए, लेकिन उसको CXO बनने का चांस नहीं मिला. तो उसने क्या किया, उसने उसने देखा कि यार फ्लिपकार्ट करके नया कुछ तो एक स्टार्टअप आ रहा है इंडिया में, और उनको टेक्निकल गाइडेंस चाहिए होगा, तो मैं काम करता हूँ, मैं अमेजोन में तो सीटीओ नहीं बन सकता हूँ क्योंकि वो तीसरा बंदा बन चुका है. मैं काम करता हूँ, मैं फ्लिपकार्ट में सीटीओ बन के ज्वाइन करता हूँ, राइट? क्योंकि उसको ये, इसने भी एक्स्ट्रा टाइम देके पूरा अमेजोन समझ लिया, अंदर से काम कैसे करता है, जो भी नॉलेज गेन किया था उसने, इंटरनल प्रमोशन तो लिए, उसका तो रेज्यूमे भी बहुत तगड़ा बन गया है. बट ही इज यूजिंग दैट इंटरनल नॉलेज टू join a competing company with a big salary hike, right? And then there is this fifth guy who has no interest in working extra hours. He's joined the company. He was happy with the package he received. He was happy with the designation he received. He wanted to live a chill life. He wanted to live a basic good life. He wanted to enjoy his life, healthy work-life balance, no extra hours, and उसका चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है Amazon में, right? But going back, if we summarize, we had 5 people coming from the same college, same IIT Delhi pass out, same software engineers, same 6 pointers, 7 pointers. All of them offered, all of them were offered with the same job by the same company at the same package at the same designation, but all of them took different decisions, right? Person one decided not to join Amazon and directly start a rival company. Person two decided to work extra hours, understand how this company works, prepare a business plan, and then start a new company, thereby increasing his chances of success. By the way, the third person, he joined Amazon as an employee. He worked extra hours, understood what Amazon does, how Amazon works, used the internal knowledge to get internal promotions, and becomes a CEO, CXO at Amazon. Person four uses the same knowledge but joins a rival company at a very high position. And person 5, he joins Amazon as an employee and lives his life, right? पांचों लोगों ने अलग अलग डिसीजंस लिए, तो पांचों लोगों का लाइफ एट द एंड ऑफ से 2 years or 5 years is going to be completely different. The person who directly quit the job to start a new company, he's probably struggling right now because even after 5 years he's not been able to crack the business, because there's only so much you can, judge from outside about any business, about any company. The second person probably has started a new company, and he's probably doing better than the person one, because he has understood about the company being an insider. Person 3 is a good CXO. He's enjoying a good CXO position in Amazon. Person 4 has also received a very good job in a rival company, and person 5 is also happy where they are. But all of them are in a completely different place, right? So that is how our decisions essentially shape what we understand about our life. क्योंकि फ्यूचर हम लोग प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? अगेन गोइंग बैक टू द जो सेकंड वाला पॉइंट था अपना, आर रियल लाइफ इज ऑलवेज वेरी प्रोबेबिलिस्टिक. ऐसा कोई भी डिसीजन होता नहीं है जिसका आउटकम हमेशा गारंटेड है. ऐसा कोई गारंटीड नहीं है कि आपने एक्स्ट्रा आवर्स अमेजोन में काम किए तो आप उसका बिजनेस प्लान बना ही सकते हो, या उसको यूज करके आप इंटरनल बहुत सारे प्रमोशंस ले ही सकते हो. ये कंपलसरी नहीं है, इट्स जस्ट अ प्रोबेबिलिस्टिक आउटकम, राइट? But when we start looking at our decisions with their probabilistic outcomes and the differences that our paths can take, then this is essentially where life gets very interesting, right? For example, let's look at this picture, right? Something called as tree of life. If you relate back to the story that we saw in the earlier slides, you start here. You have one decision to make with some probabilistic outcomes of with some of the other probabilistic outcome, and based on the outcome you are making some other decisions. Based on that outcome you are making some other decisions. Based on that outcome you are making some other decisions, and eventually uh, when we start looking at these paths, हम लोग को ये दिखता है कि यार सबका पाथ अलग अलग जा रहा है. सबने अगर डिसीजन भी सेम लिया हो, सबका पाथ अलग अलग जा रहा है, राइट? कोई ये पाथ चूज कर रहा है, कोई ये पाथ चूज कर रहा है, कोई ये पाथ चूज कर रहा है, कोई ये अलग पाथ चूज कर रहा है. If all of us are choosing different paths based on the choices that we are making every day, राइट? इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट हम लोग ने एक डिसीजन ले लिया 10 साल पहले और उसके कारण हम लोग का लाइफ पूरा चेंज हो गया. येस, देर आर डिसीजंस विच हैव अ लॉट ऑफ इम्पैक्ट ऑन योर लाइफ, आवर लाइफ, but that does not mean that we are not making decisions every day. We're making some of the other decisions every day, right from the clothes we wear, right from the people we date, right from the road we choose to go to our office, right? We are making decisions every other day. And if you look at the entire collection of all of these decisions, that essentially is what defines our fate, really, right? Uh, if we go back to that same example, everybody made a different path. Everybody chose a different path. All these 5 people chose a different path, and fate had different things written for them. The first person who was very bold in his decision making to not join Amazon as an employee and to start a startup which will compete with Amazon, it was a very bold choice. It was a very risky move, but he's struggling in his life right now. Person two who went through the route of joining Amazon as an employee, working for 2 years, 3 years, understanding how Amazon works, preparing a business plan, and then starting a rival company, probably he's having a better chance of success. So he's doing good, much better than person one. Both of them ended up doing the same thing. Both of both of them started a rival company, but both of them are facing different fate, different reality, because both of them chose a very different paths to reach probably the same destination, right? So that's what fate is for me. Fate is, it's not probably something which is, uh, again, I have my problems with faith. I have my problems with uh, putting faith in God or godly powers. uh, my rational mind does not allow me to do that. But having said that, आई डोंट थिंक कि नसीब में ऐसा कुछ लिखा होता है और उसके पीछे हम लोग को कभी भागना चाहिए. What we should definitely be focusing on only is uh, what are the choices I am supposed to make today, right? What are the best choices I can make today? Of course, there are long term directions and long term motivations which definitely affect our decision making. For example, when we talk about purpose, when we talk about motivation, right? Both of them are different. A purpose is a much longer direction that our life takes. It's a much longer form of motivation which decides a lot of our decisions, right? Our career decisions, like whether to choose science or arts and commerce, or whether to choose engineering or whether to become a doctor. It's a very long term committal decision, because once you've become a doctor, you it's very difficult for you to change your path and become something else. It is possible for a doctor to become a lawyer, and a lawyer to become an engineer, and an engineer to become a politician, right? There are examples of that. But that does not mean it's very easy. It's a very difficult thing to pull off. Uh, it's a very difficult thing to pull off. So when we talk about purpose, when we talk about motivation, yes, there are elements which will decide our long-term decisions. Uh, but having said that, my final takeaway is fate is our choosing. The choices we are making every day, the decisions we are making every day, is defining what fate really is for us. Uh, 20 days down the line, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 20 years down the line, life will be completely different for every one of us, each and every one of us. But that is because all of us are making our own decisions, all of us are following our own path, and the path will lead where it has to lead, right? So I will probably sign off today on this. This was just a first stream. I know बहुत हक्का मारा होगा बीच बीच में, but this is again, I've been struggling with recording and shooting and packaging and producing content. So I'm hoping कि I would at least start pushing content out, and eventually over a period of time I will improve in terms of content. So thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.